Reverend Jesse Jackson. Everybody, I am somebody. Respect me.
This week, one of the foremost leaders of black civil rights in America came to speak to black Britons.
God's child. I can vote. Will vote.
His message, to use the power of the black vote and engage in politics.
We are free but not equal, and that is the next phase of our struggle. If you are free without access to fair employment and decent housing and capital, you still cannot really grow. Black youth unemployment in Britain is maybe 60%. But here, the black political potential is too great for black turnout to be so low.
Those of you who are standing, come down here right now. I'm going to register you to vote right now. Come on. Come on down.
He was speaking at the Bernie Grant Arts Centre to a room mostly full of young people from local schools and to two of the longest serving black politicians, Diane Abbott and David Lammy.
Right across generations there are young people and indeed older people in working class communities that are not as engaged as they need to be. And that follows a period where politics has converged in the centre and people have switched off. And where it feels like the big struggles of our time, particularly those for deep equality after segregation and discrimination, no longer exist. I think we're realising they do exist. I think they have different guises. And in the end, it's not just about politicians like me. You have to have an army of people behind you who understand the process of engagement.
The Reverend's visit to the UK comes on the back of his friend and colleague Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, The Dream for Equality. Invited by Operation Black Vote, it follows their comprehensive study into the potential influence of BME groups at the next general election in 2015. Simon Woolley is its co-director.
2 days after we launched this research, every political party head office called Operation Black Vote's office for meetings. Why? Not because they love our communities, but they recognise we can be the game changer, the deciding factor in the 2015 election. So with that leverage, we'll be saying, don't consider the black vote unless you have an agenda for tackling race inequality. It was a glorious day today here in Tottenham. This is the legacy of King, the passion and spirit of Jesse Jackson that can move mountains, inspire a generation, and pivotally make a difference.
When I look at 60% young blacks unemployed in Britain, promise is not being honored.
But is the message getting through enough to shape the agenda of how the country is run?
It's a shame that I couldn't bring my daughter.
What will you take away from his message?
Not to sit on the fence. It's really easy to sit on the fence, but can't do that anymore.
The dream is still alive, although things in the UK seem okay on the surface. He's saying, well, dig deeper, dream. It's worth dreaming, even at my age.
I'm very politically aware. And I was sitting here and I thought, I've got a granddaughter and a grandson, they're both under 21. I thought, I don't know if they're registered to vote, so I'm going to take that away.
Okay. What school are you guys part of?
We feel very powerful and we know that our votes count, and we feel as a black community and even an interracial community that we should make ourselves more higher and forget about the rights and overcome.
Yeah, we shouldn't take the vote for granted. Like we get it and we should use it.
I was inspired by the speech, and that now that I believe that I can do anything that I want.
You know how Jesus had his disciples? He was a really close person to Martin Luther King, and at such a young age that he did so much things. It's just really good to know.